What's good, everybody, and welcome to Masculine Post. Hopefully, everybody's doing good. Good. Okay, so today I really wanted to talk about something so important, and I always say that it's important because I take time to contemplate on these messages and say, okay, this needs to be said. Okay, um, we as men, black men, have had negative messages against us. Whether you're a black man from Africa, I am from Africa, Zambia to be specific. Whether you're a black man from the West Indies, whether you're a black man from the UK, whether you're a black man from the United States, we get a negative rap. We do. And the reason why that is because the narrative is shaped by those who don't wish us the best, those who are of a different color to us. They feel it necessary to project us in a wrong image, in a wrong light, to the point that because they have money, they can influence even the music culture, buy a few artists to sing bad things, get our women to act wild, so that it's just a very ugly scene, and you can feel powerless. It's one thing to feel powerless, but you don't have to conform to that identity of what they've shaped for us. If you think about the Snoop Dogg's, Tupac, even Will Smith, and you look at this whole thing, and like, who do you emulate as a black man? Fortunately, I do admire, what the online presence of representation of masculinity that's taking place. I'm just naming some names off the top of my head. I remember when I discovered some channels like BGS, even more like that man was like, this man's wise, he's speaking some good things. I remember listening, even Sinfoot P, I think is gone. I don't think I got his name right, but I remember him talking on certain things. But I'm just saying that different men of different backgrounds spoke on masculinity in a different light. Um, People like even O'Shea Jackson, he got some good points. And my point I'm trying to say is we're in a bit of time of masculinity representation online because we can talk back. We can talk back. For the most part, our women have been, unfortunately, for the majority. I know it can't be all. There's a few there, but unfortunately, the force outside has controlled them so much for so long that they're able to say whatever, talk bad about us, about our heights, our money, our lock off, deadbeat dad, all these negative stereotypes that were projected and they were played out. And unfortunately, for the most part, our female counterparts do not see us in the best light. Okay. Shout out also to the most recent man I discovered. It's Media Man. He do some stats, and I like that. That's really cool. But the point of today's message is that I think that not everybody can be a millionaire in business or YouTube or whatever. But with YouTube as a platform, I'm encouraging young people to start a channel. Why am I saying that? Because if this message, whether it's for me or anybody else, is helping you out, let's say I reach 10 people. You also can reach a few more people. We need to change the narrative of what a black man is. And if five people are doing a good job, yes, or they're doing a great job, the community recognizes them, and they're profiting. Wonderful. Now, I'm not trying to say, start a YouTube channel and make some money. No, I'm saying start a YouTube channel and reach some people for that reason. If you are a good man, and we all know in the community that some people who are just not, some feminine men, some good for nothing men. I'm not gonna lie, some men are just like you, like, why are you so argumentative and so forth. So I'm calling on the young who got it together men, who know that, who see what's going on, their genders, to start a channel. And because they gonna reach somebody I don't reach. And if 200 people start channels in this message, we can at least dictate the narrative. They can shut down one, but they can shut down everybody. And we're not. I'm not saying that do this for profit. Just do this to get your message across. It's important for Black people to represent themselves. We've been painted in a very bad way for the longest time. We've been painted in a very bad light, and you can say even just traveling, they think of us in a certain light. and it's based on what the media has projected. Now we need to dilute that. We need to dissolve that. Now to dissolve, it's going to take some time. But if we take this initiative, such as what I'm proposing right now, just start your YouTube channel. You know, just focus on the positivity. You can't start your YouTube based on the hate and negativity, because then you're just counteractive and we're going to block you out. But I'm encouraging people to just really start a channel that focuses on men issues, and you only talk to the men. The women are not important in the subject matter, because for the most part, a lot of females see themselves as independent, and most men are good for nothing if they don't meet the criteria. I am 5'7", so I don't meet the criteria for the height. My income, yeah, my income is good, but that's not the, they want the thing, the package to be perfect. So start a channel. If you're a man that resonates, if you're a young man that resonates with what we're talking about here, what I'm talking about here, I think that the most important thing for us is to fight back the system while we have this platform. It's not our platform, but at least we have this platform to go against the narrative. So don't wait to receive from the people that are making waves, who have been around a lot longer, but start a channel that reaches even just 10 people. That way we can counter the negative, negative, and that way you can have a lot more content that just appears up that supports men, because we got us. Nobody else got us. Okay. For the most part, you got you, and oftentimes other black men are not around because we don't have those type of networks. Whether it's in Africa, whether it's in the West, we don't have those networks. But we can create, at least when people type in, we don't need to be seen talking back and forth with women. That's just men to men. That's it. If women get in the comments, it's unnecessary. They got their own platforms. They got many programs and platforms which they can deal with. Just start something to dilute, to fight back at the negative stereotypes. That's definitely gonna make a difference, I believe. So get inspired. Start, even if you post just 5 videos. That's content out there by a different person. Okay, 3 videos. The more, and encourage other people to do the same thing. It's free to join. It's free to start. You don't have to be a genius. You don't even have to show your face on the camera. But put out the message. Masculinity is important. We know we run things. I mean, I know guys who are welders. Okay, never seen one female welder. I've been at very crazy sites, underwater welding. Now, I'm not saying women can't, because but I'm just saying that we know as men we take risks. So we know that we're bringing value to this joint, but yet we disrespect it. So you're like, okay, if I'm going to get disrespected, that's fine. But I need men, young men, to start channels that just brings out a positive message. Whether it's resharing the positive stuff, but put your own message across what you think. Because we need to counter the narrative, because the voice of negativity are far too loud. I want these young men to start to get with the program of what it means to be masculine. It cannot be a negative representation. And we need to take the power from our women of how they projected us as deadbeat fathers, because most of us love our children, and the media projecting us as thugs, or whatever it is, players, because a lot of us don't have time for that. We're working too hard. So we need to change that. And if you feel like you got the mindset of what I'm talking about, get on it. Okay, I encourage young men to get on it. And kudos to those, much love and respect for those that are doing their thing, men that are running the YouTube space, the manosphere, and so forth, that are sharing your positive messages on masculinity, especially melanin masculinity. All right, hopefully this message reaches at least an active ear and an active mind. Peace, love, and blessings.